We are live. Good evening, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I need some ice. I need some ice. I got to sneak over here and mute the YouTube. And I did it. I did it, folks.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Let's see who's here with us. Now Spinning TV. Cheers, Sean. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're doing well. Hey, good evening. I'm going to say good morning like crazy. Good evening, Adam NC. Cheers. Thanks.
Adam, what's going on? Cheers.
I wish I had a clinking sound.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Clink, clink. Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, Adam.
Tonight. Yeah. Adam, I went to Selma today. Cool stories to tell. So, have to tell him sometime. Yeah.
All right.
And it looks like, well.
How long of a drive is that for you to Selma?
40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, Stephen Wayne Batten.
Stephen.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
Tom, are you excited for Record Store Day drops?
Am I? Let me tell you something. I'm pumped.
What do you? Yes. What is it you plan to get?
Well, definitely the McCartney, the Lennon. There's a couple other little smaller ones here that aren't as important. Well, I mean, the Rob Halford, the lead singer from Judas Priest, they're also releasing the second album from his other band called Fight. So we'll get that. And definitely, I'm thinking about the Chants of India, the Ravi Shankar, George Harrison collaboration. I believe George just produced that album for Ravi Shankar. So thinking about getting that one as well. My wife's going to get some Jethro Tull and, some blues and some jazz that are out there as well. So
that's cool.
We're excited. Yeah, we usually get at the store around 2 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning, and we hang out. We have a good time, and we always make sure we're first in line to make sure that we get what we want, and it's a good time.
Or reach out to your store just to make sure, see how they're doing, see how they're handling this year. I'm handling it completely different. Hello, Campbell. Cheers. Thanks for joining us tonight. Deborah Barnes, it's so good to see you. Cheers.
Deborah.
Thanks for us, Deborah.
All right, we're going to get drunk here in the first 2 minutes.
Absolutely. I'm drinking a Terrapin to celebrate the new series. All right. Cheers, Adam. Clean. Yeah, Terrapin's awesome. They're incredibly cool. Yeah.
So I can't remember when I was listening to you, but you were saying that your stuff got shipped, or did they arrived for Record Store Day, or can you not say?
I can say it hasn't shipped yet. It's going to ship either tomorrow or the next day. What's today? Tuesday. I think it'll ship Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
I'm just transferring funds around and just making sure that everything goes in the right pocket.
Gotcha.
And then we can make it happen.
Well, maybe we'll do some business.
Absolutely. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Thanks for stopping by tonight. We've got 8 people in the chat, so let's see what's going to happen, folks. I'm excited to see what Tom has for us, Tom. So, I hadn't seen you in a while, Tom.
Yeah, I've been crazy busy.
Been busy?
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, and unfortunately too, it's like, because of the time zone too. I mean, we're 3 hours behind you right now. So when you do an auction at 7:30, 8:30, it's still pretty early for me, where I'm still, either at work or just coming home and getting situated. So unfortunately, with us being 3 hours behind right now, I haven't really been able to join as much as I would. But it's always when we're 2 hours behind that works a lot better for me, because then the 8 o'clock is actually 6 o'clock over here, and that gives me time for my wife and I to have dinner and all that stuff, and get situated. So.
And the only time that changes is mine, correct?
Yeah. We don't change here in Arizona, which is a nice thing, I think. I like it.
That's cool. That's
so
great.
Half the year we're Pacific, and the other half we're Mountain.
Which one do you like best?
Pacific. I like the 3-hour difference, actually. But obviously not for when you're doing an auction, because I love those. I love all the times that we can all hang out and buy some records off of you.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to hanging out and talking, but I'm
Yeah.
just like you, busy. So before we get started, what's your high temperature today?
It was 111, I believe.
111. And what time does it get dark?
What time does it get dark? Roughly 7:38.
Wow, very cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Not as late as it doesn't stay late as it like it did when I lived in Michigan, because we were higher north in the in the world, I guess, if you want to say that. There's times where we would have light until 9:30, 10. So. Yeah,
well, that's cool. Well, did you bring some records to share with us tonight?
I did. As everybody knows, or I hope some people know, that I do 2 podcasts, one just on McCartney and one on solo Beatles. So I can do those, get those out of the way first. I've been doing a lot of 45s lately, and I've been picking up, especially lately, because with the release of the McCartney's Flaming Pie reissue, I've also been getting the picture disc from the Flaming Pie era as well. So there's 3 of these, and this is the one for The World Tonight. So he released 3 singles for this album.
Was this when it was originally released?
Yeah, this was the original. This is not a reissue. This is the real deal. So it was in a really hard plastic slipcase.
Sure.
And a really nice solid blue for that one. So that's In the World Tonight. The second one I have, I still got to get the third one, but then the second one I have is for the song Young Boy. And like I said, both sides are picture discs. I'm not going to try playing these to check out the sound quality. I'm just going to leave them as is.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, and then there's the back sleeve as well. So
Sure. Yeah.
But there's a third one called Beautiful Night, which is the last one I need to get, and that's like a really nice bright yellow. So I'll definitely be looking into that.
Well, good.
Is this in the auction? No, no auction.
Smile Town Gifts. Thanks for joining us tonight. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Not doing a record sale tonight. We're just hanging out. Tom is tonight, and much like Coffee and Vinyl, just sharing vinyl, talking about it, hanging out.
Yeah. Hanging out.
Yeah.
One of the record shops in the Phoenix area. Whoever's listening for the first time, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and we have just a plentiful record stores here in Arizona. I literally have, and I'm not joking, 10 in my greater Phoenix area, and that's pretty good. I would think. We've got they're all over the place, and one of the ones I go to is a really higher end record store, and usually we'll find stuff that's still sealed like this. So this is the 12-inch single for Good Night Tonight by Paul McCartney and Wings.
Mm-hmm.
With this is with the B-side Daytime Nighttime Suffering, which is considered one of his best B-sides of all time. So like I said, this is still sealed, and I'll probably keep it that way.
Good idea.
Yeah. So really fun single from 79, I believe it was.
Very cool. Was Joe English in the band then?
Yeah. No. This is Joe English left in 77. So now we got Steve Holley, who was the last drummer then in the band.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
Yeah. We'll save the big box for last. This is the George Harrison live in Japan. Now this is the reissue. The originals, I haven't even looked how much the originals are. I'm sure those are pretty expensive. But this is a double disc.
Well, very cool.
Yeah, really nice stuff. All the reissues that the George Harrison camp did were really nice. Obviously 180 gram vinyl. Really nice quality. It sounds great.
Good.
So really happy with that. If I do see an original, depending on the price, I'd consider it.
Absolutely. Dickie should be here. What can we say? He's not.
Yeah, he's not.
Hey, good evening, Tanner. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Tanner. Cheers. Sticking with some George Harrison. This is, like I said, I've been getting some 45s lately. This is the Blow Away from 1979. Blow Away 45. This is from the self-titled George Harrison album. And then I got a couple Ringos as well. This is Only You. Yep, that's the one. Yep, which John Lennon suggested. I believe he suggested he did the song, and Harry Nilsson is on this as well. So,
all right.
And then another one, which is a favorite of mine from 1980 or 81, I should say, and that's "Rack My Brain," which was produced by George Harrison. So, is
George credited?
Yes, as producer and writer. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. The big, obviously the big one that you've seen, I'm sure you got a couple of these in. This is the 3 vinyl release of Flaming Pie.
Yeah.
So it's listen to it finally the other day, and it's just got this really rich, fuller sound. And the CD sounds really good as well. And that's funny thing about when these later reissues from albums from the 90s and 2000s, it sounded great already. So I don't know how much the remaster really did to it, but it still sounds great, or it did sound great, and it still sounds good on this new remaster. So very, very good job by the McCartney team.
Very cool. I think Tanner's referring to the George Harrison record.
Right.
And Deborah, thanks for stopping by and drinking dinner.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. And my desk is a cluster right now, so please pardon me. And then the other one now, we had, as I said, I host a show called Two Legs, which is all Paul McCartney centric, solo Paul McCartney, and we had a author on he's a rock journalist icon. Really, he's been in the business since the mid 70s. Name is Chris Selovich. He's worked for Time Out. He worked for Mojo. He worked for New Musical Review, New Musical Express, I think, MEE, and Q Magazine, and he actually, which just closed shop, Q Magazine, and he actually did an interview with Paul McCartney for the very first issue of Q Magazine, and it's on this bootleg right here. This is from 1986, and this is, like I said, this was the interview that launched Q Magazine. And this is actually in the interview that really, between this and one from 1980, this is the one interview that really was really candid. I mean, he talked about the other 3 Beatles. He talked about Yoko. He talked about things that you would never really hear him say anymore these days. So a couple really cool things, fascinating things that he talked about, because I know you're a Yoko fan, or I know you adore Yoko. Let's get it right. He talks about how he helped get, Yoko and John back together, which not a lot of people really understand. Yoko went to England to see Paul and to, let them know about everything that was going on, and Paul, offered his help, and Yoko agreed. So Paul went to LA, where he was staying at the time with all the the Hollywood vampires. And, had the talk with John, say, hey, look, you got to get off your ass. If you still love Yoko, go back to New York, wine her, dine her, send her roses every day. And I have seen it before, Adam. I don't know how rare it is, but it is out there.
I've had it before.
Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's really fascinating how in the John Lennon and Yoko Ono story, you'll never hear that, because their story is already set in stone. You won't. It can't be the John, Paul, Yoko story. It's just the John and Yoko story. So you'll never hear from Yoko that it was, Paul that really, helped, or was the catalyst to help John and Yoko get back together. So interesting stuff, So it's a great candid interview. It's on YouTube. You can just text in Paul McCartney 1986 interview, and you should find it there. One of the sides, you'll see the picture. I think it's this picture that you'll see on YouTube. Excuse me. So check it out. It's a great candid interview if you're a fan of Paul McCartney. It's a really, really telling interview that he won't do an interview that like that anymore. So really good. One that's kind of Beatles related. I'm a really big fan of Joe Cocker's first two albums. This is his second album called Joe Cocker. Now, why is this Beatle related? Because he does two Beatle covers on this album. My personal favorite Beatles cover is on this album. She Came In Through the Bathroom Window. I really love the arrangement that they do. The Grease Band does on this, and then he also does a version of Something that's really beautiful as well. And I'm kind of collecting other people's versions of that song, Something, because it's one of my top 5 favorite Beatles songs. And I haven't really heard a bad cover of Something yet, So this one is I think right up there in the top 5 of covers of the song Something. So the hit song on here was Delta Lady, that was written by Leon Russell. So this one's not easy to find either. His first one, with a little help from my friends, is usually the one you'll always see, but it's the second album that I don't see that often, whether it's on vinyl or CD. So
okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Adam loved Joe Cocker.
Joe Cocker is the man. Great vocals. Let me take a sip of this real quick.
And plus, it was great to see footage of him performing.
Yeah. I think there was a documentary a few years back on Joe Cocker, and I think it was on Netflix. And speaking of Netflix, next thing I want to show you, I'm really excited. This was probably my favorite movie of last year. The Criterion Collection, which is one of my favorite, film distributors, just announced today that they're releasing The Irishman on Criterion Blu-ray, and so I kind of got really excited. So I knew that one of my record stores had this, so I went there and I picked this up today. Haven't cracked it open yet, so looking forward to listening to this, and really looking forward to getting the Blu-ray come November. So it's a double disc, or double LP set, I should say. So
is that guy on the top left? Is he from?
This is Joe. This is Joe Pesci.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. He's really old. This is I'm gonna say that he was de-aged. The picture of him was de-aged. I mean, they made him look older, I think, for this. Yeah. Excuse me. And you got Bobby D, and then you got Al Pacino there here at the end. So
Joe looks so tall.
What's that?
Joe looks so tall.
Yeah. Well, because he's the shortest of the bunch, so he's probably only like maybe 5'1", if that.
He borrowed Prince's photographer.
The old Hollywood trick, when you bring somebody up closer and you put the other ones back, that makes the person look taller.
Absolutely,
so, yeah. Lately, I've been looking. I'm a big ballad guy. I love ballads, and some of my favorite ballads. Because I also collect greatest hits as well. But I've been starting now to check out the whole albums that these songs are on. And one of my favorite ballads of all time is a song called "How Much I Feel" by Ambrosia.
That's a food.
Yeah, and this is the album right here. This is Life Beyond LA. So I'm really, really excited about checking this album out. So.
Oh, it's really good. You're going to enjoy it, I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, so I.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, good evening, T. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah. Ting. Hello. Cheers.
Ting.
So if I like that, I'll check out some other stuff too. Tom Jones and Humperdinck, yeah, both did great versions of something. Like I said, I haven't really or I haven't really heard a bad version yet. I mean, I think the only one I haven't heard yet is James Brown, which I know George Harrison said was one of his favorite covers of that. So I need to get on a YouTube and check it out.
Good evening, William 369. Thanks for joining us tonight. Cheers.
Cheers. Again, big fan of The Last Waltz, directed by Martin Scorsese, celebrating the career of the band. Throughout that whole movie, they have guest appearances by other musicians that they've worked with in the past or at the current state of time for this one, which this is the Beautiful Noise. This is Neil Diamond, produced by Robbie Robinson. Let me get that sticker off of there. Oh, boy. In that movie, The Last Waltz, Neil Diamond does Dry Your Eyes, which is on this album. This is one of my favorite songs on that whole in that whole movie. So I thought I'd give it a listen.
Very cool. Yeah. Let's say hello to Harry. Hey, Harry. Thanks for joining us tonight. Cheers.
Cheers.
Everyone looks taller in Hollywood.
Hollywood. There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Since you've been doing these auctions, obviously, you've whipped out a few Sesame Street and Muppet LPs. So I found one the other day. It's not in the best shape. If I find another better version, I'll upgrade it. But this is the 10th anniversary album.
Very cool.
Yeah, this was my first love when I was a kid, was Sesame Street. And it comes with a few autographed pictures from the cast. Yeah. Well, there we go. And it looks like they're all here, which was really rare to get everything that came with the album.
Wow, Big Bird's autograph. That's awesome.
That's it. Snuff Loving. This is the rare one right here. This is my retirement right here.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Good old Bert and Ernie. So good stuff here. Oscar and the Count, so
very cool.
I won't bore you with all of it. So
I went through Woodstock yesterday and today.
Very cool.
Joe Cocker played Woodstock. So
he sure did.
Yeah. Hello, Carson. Sure Thanks for joining us tonight.
Carson. Grape juice replaces cocktails.
Grape juice is a wonderful cocktail. Absolutely. I'm hanging on there, Mr. Carson. How are you doing, Tom?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
It's really good to see you, Carson. One of the excuse me.
I have not seen the new Susie. Have you seen it, Tom?
No.
Yeah.
Which was it on Hulu or Netflix, Adam? Or is it streaming anywhere? Another album. We as I've told you before, I was a chef at a catering company that did a lot of concerts. A few years back, we actually covered "I Want to Be Your Man." Oh, cool. And one of the shows that I was on Stage Left. I got to watch the last couple songs, which he did all of his big songs, and two of them were from this album, and that's the Boz. Yeah.
I love Boz. I saw him twice.
Oh, have you?
I've
Yeah.
seen him twice. Yeah.
And this is his, I would probably say his most popular or most sold album. This is what Silk Degrees. And the B-side for me is the best with Low Down, Lido Shuffle. And his version of We're All Alone, I know Rita Coolidge's version might be considered, the go-to version, but his version, I think, is just masterful, and I think it's just 10 times better than Rita Coolidge's version myself.
The more I listen to Rita, the better I like her.
She's amazing. just amazing. I bought a couple of the Chris Christopherson and Rita Coolidge albums from you, and they're great. Yeah.
See, the original ticket on a wall in the restaurant, $8 a day to see that concert, and free if you jump the fence. Yeah.
Is he talking about
Woodstock?
Woodstock?
Yeah, Harry was there yesterday and today.
Yeah. Gotcha. I have not listened to Greta Van Fleet. I did see them when they did Saturday Night Live, and that was the only time I've ever listened to them.
I've listened to them. Yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh, I heard so many different sounds in that group, and I was so excited that, you know, we have a contemporary group playing such classic rock sound, and I think they did a wonderful job. My first thought is like, I hope he's got a vocal coach so that his voice will last 100 years.
So you liked it then?
I did like it. I listened to it on occasion. I have it on my hard drive here, as well as vinyl and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha. This is an album that I became a big fan of. I'm not going to say that I'm the biggest fan of this particular singer, but this album I absolutely adore. It's great, and it's Guilty.
Ooh.
Barbra Streisand with the help of Barry Gibb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is just a really kick-ass album. I think their voices blend well together. 1 second here. Yeah.
It does.
Very well produced. Great musicians on this album. You got the wonderful Steve Gadd on drums, who's just an amazing drummer. Amazing. And Barry Gibbs. Barry is throughout this album with backing vocals and stuff like that. It's just very well produced album. And if Barbara wanted to become like a pop singer, I mean, this really proved that she could do it. So thanks to Barry.
Let's say good evening to Brian. Brian can't get enough Ray's new album. Smell of Gold reminds me of the singer-songwriter stuff from the 70s. Definitely check it out.
Oh, very cool.
Thank you so much. Cool. Here's Brian for joining us tonight. Yeah. Adam was saying he hears a lot of Robert Plant from them.
Yeah.
I hear so much more, though. I mean, I hear Scorpions. I hear AC/DC. I hear it just goes on and on. I've seen them live, and they were mind-blowing. I think you're talking about Greta. William 369 said, Greta Van Fleet, super talented band. The other influence by bands for the past, but you're still going to be good to play it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Another one. The first two were titled Waylon and Willie. This third one is Willie and Waylon, and this one's called Take It to the Limit, which is the Eagles song written by Randy Meisner, Glenn Frey, and Don Henley. So they cover this. I mean, like their other albums they did together. There's covers, and then there's originals on there. Another one cover that they do on here is Homeward Bound, the Simon and Garfunkel album, and so good stuff again. As well, Waylon and Willie, their voices again, for whatever reason, blew well together, and I think they've done a lot of great duets through the years. Whether it was Mama Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys, and and stuff like that. Good Hearted Woman is another one that they've sang together. So just a lot of fun on that one. What's that?
Do you have the Highwaymen?
Yes, I do, but I bought that some time ago. So, but I do need to excuse myself to get two more. I forgot 2 records, so I'll be back in 2 seconds.
That's totally cool. I will talk about some stuff here. I hear some Rush. No way. No way. I've given up on new music. There's lots of good music out there, Adam. Yeah. How was today? I still got a little bit of time. I'm so glad you're back, Sean. Hello, Mr. Do. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. He was just showing some Waylon and Jen Waylon and Willie, I'm sure you can share some cool stories about that, Mr. Do. Thanks for joining us. Cheers to you. That's so true, Brian. There's so much good music out there now. It's just crazy. It's there. It is so there. Yeah. Hey, welcome back, Tom.
Hey, good to be back. Good to be back. Next two albums. This singer is just fantastic. I unfortunately haven't had a chance to listen to these two records yet, but I was told that that these was the best place to start. Only Daddy That'll Walk. Line by line. Cool. I'll check that one out. And that's I consider him probably one of the top 10 greatest singers of all time, and that's Art Garfunkel. So this is Breakaway. And then
that album is so good, Breakaway. And then it is just
this has I Only Have Eyes for You, which was the hit from the album. So and plus there is a Simon and Garfunkel. Paul Simon is on here as well. They do a duet together, or a song together.
My Little Town.
What's that? My Little Town. Yeah. So good stuff. I'm looking forward to listening to that. And then also was this Angel Clare, which is another one. So looking forward to. I was suggested if I was going to get into Garfunkel, these would be the two albums to the first check out. So
yeah,
and that's what I plan on doing.
And then the one with him at the beach is really good too.
Okay.
Seems like in the last 12 months, 18 months, seems like Willie released like 4 records.
Yeah, here is the new one that you were just talking about.
Yeah.
This is First Rose of Spring. So yeah, this is his brand new record right here on CD. So then there's another country artist that I love. I think I told you before. Her name is Margot Price. And this is her third album. That's How Rumors Get Started. Now, the funny thing about this is, her first 2 albums were country, but this is more rock-orientated album. Produced by Sturgill Simpson, who also just did a rock album. But his first 3 albums were more on the country side, and he just did a rock album as well. I didn't get...
I think he's talking about the cover of the first record show.
Right.
Breakaway. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is this is really good as well. I mean, it's her voice is for me. She's like, her and Brittany Howard are the 2 best female singers today, in my opinion. Just the way they sing, it's fantastic stuff.
I wish Brittany Howard's last record, her solo record.
It was her solo record. Yeah, she did that.
I wish it was stronger. I wish it was stronger.
Yeah, it wasn't so rock oriented like the first Alabama Shakes album was, because then even the second Alabama Shakes record was more on the lighter side, which was a little disappointing. But however, when you see them live, man, they kill it live. They kill it live. She's great live, by the way. Margot Price. Both of them are great live.
Yeah. Wow. You're out there, William. Yeah, when that record comes in, people like that record. That's for sure. Word.
This is right here. That makes.
The Struts. I'm not.
Oh yeah, I've heard of the Struts. Yeah.
I don't think I can recall their. Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously this was the other thing I'm sure you got earlier this month. Did you see
that? The disc set?
This is this is the deluxe set. This isn't the collector's set that's 7 feet high. So this is it's a lot of fun. On my show Two Legs and Talk More Talk, we reviewed the set, and a lot of great stuff in here. Really cool. So you brought this in, right, Adam?
Yes, I did. That's the one that's compact disc only, correct?
Yeah. Well, it's got 2 DVDs and 5 CDs.
And what's on there that's not on the 3 LP set?
Okay, well then so on the 3 LP set, you've got the home demos. Okay. Oh. And then on the CD, the third CD in the box set, then that's the studio versions of the song. So the home demos, they were all except for one song, they all come from cassettes. So the sound quality is not the best, but it's really cool to have just to see where these songs were before he took them into the studio. And that's really cool. And then the second, like I said, the third one is all in the studio, and then the fourth one is B-sides that were on these CD singles and 45s. And then he also did a show called Ubu Jubu back in '95, which were on the CD singles as well. So they were trimmed a little bit just to make room on the CDs. So there's 6 different episodes from that on there as well.
Very cool. And did you get the Super Deluxe edition, the one that you go on his website?
No. And I heard what You Discover was selling it for like $330 or something like that on Super Deluxe sale, like that. Yeah, I've seen Breakaway at a lot of stores too, Tanner. So yeah, I mean, actually, my co-host on Talk More Talk, Ken Womack, he got one. And so he showed it on one of our previous shows, and it was literally like the third of him. It covered a third of his body. That's how big that box is.
Well, interesting that it was so cheap too. Yeah. Especially when I think it was it 600 or 650?
Yeah, it was 600. It was 600 on his website. Yeah, and then with shipping, it probably went to 650. I'm sure that thing is so heavy. Oh,
Question for everyone: what was the last concert you went to before the pandemic?
Let's have a CD in a second.
I would have to think about it, Adam. Yeah. I can't recall right now. Seems like a year ago.
So yeah, like I said before, I've been getting into a lot of newer country that has a retro feel to it. And the person I saw last his name is Brent Cobb.
Sorry.
That's all right. And and I got his autograph on the CD as well. He's got a new album coming out in October that I'm looking forward to as well. So that's the last concert that I went to. We're supposed to go see the 50th anniversary of the Doobie Brothers this October, but because of the pandemic and all that, it was moved till next year, next October. However, I don't know if I don't know if my wife and I will be in October at the time, because we're looking to move east mid next year. So.
Wow. For Adam NC, it was Kiss in Greensboro in February. Yeah. Have you seen? Have you seen these images of New Zealand where they're doing like little stations, little rise? It's like the size of a drum riser with a fence around it, and people.
Really?
Checkerboard out there, and that's how they're doing concerts.
Gotcha.
It was New Zealand.
Are you bringing in the Sign of the Times box set, the Prince, the new Prince reissue?
It's on my website. I may bring it in if someone pre-orders it, but no.
Yeah, I am thinking about getting the box set. But it's kind of frustrating though, because the 1999, the last one in the series, is this. But the Sign of the Times one is like a big book that's like this tall, and it's really thin. So, and I like things uniformed. I like them to be displayed, nice and neat. But
it's just like part of this, part of this, part of this, part of this.
Yeah. So that's a little frustrating. So.
Yeah. Last concert so far, Bob Dylan, though I have tickets to see the Monkees and Gordon Lightfoot.
Gordon's in his 80s, isn't he? Gordon Lightfoot's in his 80s, and he's still going.
Wow, that's awesome. This from the song was Creatures of the Night.
Beautiful, William. That is awesome. I picked up Creatures of the Night on vinyl earlier this year, and love it. I love that album. And I got to see them back in '96 for the very first, because I lived in Michigan at the time, and their very first reunion tour was at Tiger Stadium, the old Detroit Tigers baseball team stadium. So I got to see them there. Then I got to see them again later on that year at the Palace of Auburn Hills, it's called, which was the basketball arena. So I got to see them twice. So I'm a huge Kiss fan, but I'm mainly, the original four.
Yeah.
Fan of the original four. So
I have heard of the Beffs. Have you heard of them yet, Tom?
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. The Beffs.
So Brian always is sharing so much good music with us, and
Great.
Brian, I'm gonna get you on here one day, one night, one morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So one of the reasons I decided to do Cocktails and Vinyl is for the people who don't necessarily live on my time zone that perhaps would like to come and hang out with us and show their vinyl. So if I have a guest, I'm gonna do it once a week on a Tuesday night.
Cool.
Nights, and so there we go. If I don't have a guest, I won't do it. Maybe I can get Tanner or
you get Alan C. I'm sure.
Alan C. Records. Cocktails in the evening, coffee in the morning. Yeah.
Try to get Mayo up on here. I know he's been getting a lot of stuff lately.
Yes.
Or some stuff. I shouldn't say a lot, but he has been doing videos about stuff he's gotten recently.
Yeah. Well, I know Tanner shared with of us before with the concert, and so watch out, Carson. My favorite album, Creatures of the Night. Yeah.
Great album.
You happened to catch a few Fridays ago, Michael Edwards was my guest for Coffee and Vinyl, and it was all Kiss.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. I know they're doing a color vinyl campaign right now. They're releasing all of their stuff on color vinyl. And I did pick up one. I picked up my favorite Kiss record, Dress to Kill, and I think that was on red vinyl. Yeah, and another one that they're just releasing right now is the Unmasked album, which is like a black and white splatter vinyl, which I would consider getting that because I enjoy that album as well.
Very cool. Yeah.
So I mean that's what I've gotten. That's what I've gotten recently. So I just need the time to listen to them now.
Oh God. That's right, Carson. Make sure you do it.
I'll drink to that, Carson.
Cheers, Tom.
Oh, here.
I'm going to find that sound effect somewhere.
That'd be great. Perfect for this show.
Absolutely.
Perfect for the show. So what's new stuff coming out, besides Record Store Day?
I'm still bringing stuff in, but it's mostly pre-order, or if there's something I just kind of feel like will be a super, super cool thing. Like I brought in the Iggy's. This is their last concert, and a few things here and there, but we're just.
I did order a record by a gentleman named Wheeler Walker Jr. Are you familiar with Steel Panther?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like the country version of that. He's just it's songs like "Sit on My Face" and "F You Bitch." Stuff like that. And what's his name?
I got that CD around here somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, Adam. I got the Dress to Kill, and it was perfect condition. Thank God. If that's what you're talking about.
Well, since I launched my new website, I've been getting more attention from the labels, and so they've been sending more stuff. So it's great to get some comps. And I got probably this number of big stack of CDs I got to listen to.
Right.
By 9, it'll be cheers.
Yeah, but this Wheeler Walker Jr. album is called Redneck Shit, and it's hilarious. I mean, it's probably offensive to some people, but it's got some good tunes and some funny lyrics, and it's enjoyable for sure.
Cool.
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
So
it's already past 9. Who's the one? 9:45.
It's almost 10.
Gosh.
Wasn't he drinking grape juice earlier?
He's always said grape. Wine grape juice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh! I figured Kimba will be almost happy to see us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything to show over there, handy?
I got some VCLT that I'm so excited about. Absolutely.
Nice.
This came in the mail yesterday, and I made a video and posted it. And then,
okay.
What's wrong with this picture? I'm promoting my latest contest. What's wrong with this picture?
Oh, I didn't look at that, but I saw your on that in your YouTube channel. There was a contest. It was for that album, right? That's the name of the album, right? What's wrong with this?
Yeah. So it's the current contest, but what's wrong with this picture?
I got to figure it out.
You don't have this album. Find the image online and tell me what's wrong with this picture. Some people say this is a rock and roll. Where's Waldo? Excuse me, Waldo. Where's Waldo?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting the first submission. I've gotten lots of views on the video, but I haven't had anybody submit yet. So hopefully soon that will happen. Oh boy!
Are you still planning on doing this? You talked about doing this particular auction by a band I won't name.
Oh yeah. I mean, but I'm still working on getting everything set up.
Okay.
I'm by myself, so I'm doing everything. Yeah. I couldn't walk the line right now. I have no concept of time. Give me a break.
Cheers.
Tom, I listened to Ballad of the Skeletons because you said it was cool.
Cool. Thank you. It is cool, and it's like I said, it's one of those songs that it talks about everybody. It's I don't know if you ever listened to the Ballad of Skeletons before, Adam, but it's a song Paul McCartney did with the poet Allen Ginsberg. And so what it was is he's reading this poem, and McCartney's doing the guitar work and stuff like that. They did it on stage, and they also did a four song EP of that as well, with 4 different versions of the song. And that's on the box set as well too. So
cool.
I think it's a really cool song. I mean, lyrically, it's got some powerful stuff in there. It's like every perception of like every group of class of people. Like, I mean, it's like one line is it's like the macho skeleton said, women get in their place. Homophobe skeleton said, gays really suck. I mean, so it's really just one of those hit you in the face kind of lyric poetry that I think everybody should take a listen to, and it's pretty powerful in my opinion. So.
That's cool. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. Adam said he's been studying that album cover good. I got to find more copies of it so I can put one in each store and get people to get involved in it. The auction of those darn
bugs.
I really enjoyed the last Dylan show. Yeah. Half the songs and thing were Frank Sinatra covers. Can't go wrong with that.
Yes.
Yeah. So you never know exactly what you're exactly right there. Hey, cheers, El Camino. Thanks for joining us tonight. Cheers.
Cheers.
Can't walk the line. Book 'em, Dano.
Have you listened to the new Dylan album, Adam?
I can't.
Can't?
I can't. Sorry.
I haven't. So
I can listen to other people sing Dylan.
But you can't hear Dylan sing Dylan anymore?
I've seen Dylan twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there you go. But I'm glad that Tanner enjoys it, which is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, we cooked for him a couple times while I was working at that company as well. So.
Did you have to walk away as he came to get his food?
No. I've always wanted to see if any of these myths were true, because I did hear one myth about, or let's read William's line here. Oh, yes. Blow, Nancy, blow. Yeah, that's a good line as well.
Oh, Wilco, my morning jacket. Bingham. Wow.
I did hear one myth about Neil Diamond, where if he was anywhere near, you were never able to have eye contact with him.
Neil Diamond?
Yeah.
What happened to your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like one myth that I've heard, throughout the years.
I mean, I can understand. I mean, like the story goes is I don't remember who it was touring, and I had opportunity to talk to the band, and they said that whenever Bob Dylan comes walking through the hallway, everybody has to clear the hallway.
Oh, wow.
And so that kind of thing. But what would happen if you looked him in the eyes? I mean, I can understand. I want to have privacy. I don't want anybody to be around. I want to be left alone.
Right.
I can understand that. But what if you look him in the eyes?
Yeah, right. What are they going to do? Fire you?
Yeah.
They'll turn to stone.
It might come back. We're going to spend some Elton. Cheers, guys. Might come back and haunt you.
What album are you going to play there, Carson?
Yeah. Maybe he's going to play the Fox. We should be grateful Dylan is still active. There you go. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Brian. And I am so happy for people who enjoy Dylan. I really am. And I'm happy when people find a Dylan record. They're like, yes. So that's really cool. Yeah. He also said I would go blind. Hey, Ken. Cheers. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it.
Cheers. I am looking at getting the, because he's doing that bootleg series. And I'm looking at getting the one where it was like the basement tapes with him and the band. And it's like a 6 or 7 disc set. So I'm looking at getting that one.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. So I'm monitoring the YouTube, and it sometimes takes a few seconds before it comes over to StreamYard before I can bring it up on screen for everyone to see. So yeah, here we go. Good evening, music freak. Here, thanks for joining us tonight. Did you get that song out? Oh yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. Always heard Van Halen always requests a bowl of M&Ms.
Yeah, and I heard later on David Lee Roth talked about that, and he said, yeah, that was true. We did that just to see if people were reading the writers, so there you go.
Then we threw the TV out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you got to do that at least once when you're a successful rock and roll band.
Yeah. Well, Tom, I haven't had a chance to speak with you about the Ringo birthday party celebration that was broadcast on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We talked about that on Talk More Talk, and it was really cool. A lot of surprises. I mean, I had no idea who was going to be on the show, really, except for Paul McCartney and Joe Walsh, and a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff on there. Joe Walsh's cover of "Money," I think is that what he did? "Money" or I think that was probably the weirdest thing on the whole show. But other than that, I mean, Sheila E. was amazing. She can still pound those drums.
She sure can.
Yeah, and plus she was part of the All-Star band too at one point. So yeah, it was a good time. It was okay. I wasn't expecting much, so, and it seemed like it was it was put together really quickly, and who knows how much time they had to do this. But other than that, it was fine. I know a lot of people were disappointed that Paul McCartney didn't do a live, happy birthday greetings to Ringo. But if that was the only reason why you watched, then maybe you shouldn't have been watching. But his Paul's involvement with that show shouldn't have been the make or break for anybody, in my opinion. But
that is true. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah.
It was a lot of fun. That's all. I mean,
hopefully Ringo had a blast. It looks like he was having a blast, and seemed a little nervous, but I think he was okay. Yeah.
You figure at 80 years old that he wouldn't be nervous doing these kinds of things anymore,
Yeah, like a old hat. Maybe it's because he didn't have coffee.
He doesn't drink coffee anymore.
Yeah, Tom, the complete basement tape set. Wow.
It's a really awesome set. Cool.
Yeah, I know that Tanner, you do enjoy Dylan, and I've enjoyed chatting with you over the years about Dylan and seeing you chime in about that. So that's so awesome.
Oh, that's right. It was boys for that. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I love hearing Joe Walsh talk. I love seeing him in action. Yeah, but
He's a character. He's a character.
He's a very talented guitarist.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's I was gonna say. So, what have you decided what you're gonna do with Record Store Day? Are you just gonna do it in one store?
We had a meeting yesterday, and I haven't quite announced the rules. I got to write them out and get them ironed out, and then I can probably need to make the announcement for the weekend so people can start making plans.
Gotcha.
And, you know, it's okay because a lot of the, you know, some of my customers says I'm not going out, and I'm like, that's totally cool. We do have a little bit of we do have some leniency with Record Store Day this year, and so
I'll tell you what. I'll fly out there. You let me get what I need, and then I'll help you for the rest of the day for free. You don't have to pay me or anything. I'll donate my time to help you with whatever you need.
Well, as much as I would love you to be here, I do have to follow some rules, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lose that.
Yeah, no, I understand. I know.
But you know, yeah, you guys never said what you were sipping on. We didn't. Yeah.
I'm
L.
Should we or?
It's a very special L here. That's what I'm enjoying.
Yeah, this is Bullet whiskey. It's the Bullet brand. I like that brand. I also like Gentleman Jack. That's a good brand of whiskey as well. But yeah, so this is just Bullet whiskey. So
now, when you come to the East Coast, you think you'll find different whiskeys to enjoy?
Why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially when there's, you know, what is it, distilleries?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have
absolutely.
Micro distilleries here in North Carolina, and I'm sure you probably have some there too.
Yeah, we visited one out here in Arizona. I got a bad memory for names and stuff like that. So, but we bought a bottle of their whiskey, and it was okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You know, when I first heard the Long Run, I was like, "This is cool," and then it took years and years to understand that there was a guy named Joe Walsh who came in on that record and totally changed the sound. But knowing that now, I could agree with you, William. Absolutely. Yeah. Was he just there for one record? I can't.
No, two. Hotel California.
Oh yeah. I like the Long Run. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tanner's gonna run. Thanks for stopping by, Tanner. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Tanner. See you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So, you know, I'm excited about anything Pink Floyd related for Record Store Day, and anything Jerry Garcia related. So.
Right. Yeah, they've been doing great stuff. I mean, Record Store Day for, you know, Grateful Dead and Jerry Garcia. I mean, they're doing some really good stuff.
Happy Van Winkle.
Yeah.
They have, and I think this year is a good the first drops. Record Store Day drops. The August 29th Record Store Day drops. I think there's some good titles in there.
Right.
I won't have every title, but hopefully I'll have some stuff, and then we have other stores in the area. So,
right.
And then,
so do you think they're also going to do a Black Friday, since they're splitting this up into three? Do you think they're going to do a Black Friday Record Store Day as well?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, things are different in the world when it comes to Black Friday this year. I really do. Yeah. When do you think you're going to be on the East Coast, Tom?
Well, we're looking at, I think our lease is up at the end of May. So I think we signed a 14-month lease at this past earlier this year, and I think it ends at the end of May or at the end of June. So we're looking probably summertime to move out that way. You know, right when it's getting nice and humid.
Well, that sounds wonderful. It's better to move than when it's 32 degrees.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
There is a record. I think there is an Alice Cooper title this year. I can't recall. I ordered this stuff months ago, and then I'm told, oh, by the way, and so I've been moving funds around. I was a lot of times my strategy is to over order so that when order 20 so I can get 5.
Right.
If I order 10, I might get 2. And so this one particular title, I ordered 20, and guess how many I'm getting?
5?
20.
No shit. Great.
and I think it's because a lot of stores, said, you know what, we gotta make some changes with our order, and I can understand that.
Right.
But William, I think there is. Of course, when you get here, we got to hang out. Yeah. Social distancing.
Oh, of course. Yes, I would love to, Adam. Yes. Yeah, I mean, actually, I'm gonna visit, or my wife and I we're gonna visit one of the first things we're gonna do is visit one of your record stores when you're there, obviously, so we can meet you in person.
That'd be great. Are you still thinking up north, or?
We're looking in Maryland, actually, like Frederick area.
Frederick, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's got family, around there, and it's been over 20 years since she's lived around her family, so she's so she's looking forward to, to living closer to family. So it's understandable. She moved to Arizona for me, and we've been here 10 years now, so.
Oh, how sweet, how sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gosh, I can't remember. I think there is an Ace record.
Yeah, I think it's a picture disc.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember what I ordered, folks. Much less what I'm. But I always post images and videos on Instagram, so everybody knows which title I have. And if I don't have a title you're looking, there's always the other stores in town, School Kids and Nice Price and Sorry State, and then of course up in Durham and things like that. So yeah. Let's see what Mr. William has to say. I usually don't get real close to dudes in the first place.
Nice, buddy. Nice.
That is cool. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even put anything in the background. Hold on.
You still got the Buckingham Nicks record back there? Or did you sell it yet?
I do have that.
I'm gonna buy it from you eventually.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, and I think I still have that special Willie Nelson record too, Tom.
Oh, yes.
What is it, like his second or third record? I can't recall. Yeah, which is a good record. And
cool.
Willie playing golf.
That's pre Beard days.
I know, which is awesome. Good evening, Ian. Thanks for joining us. Cheers to you.
Oh, cool, Ian. I hope you enjoyed living there, because I'm hoping to enjoy living there.
I used to live, but he lives in
Skysville.
Is Skysville in Maryland? I appreciate that, Adam. Thank you so much. Yeah. Ace has a covers album. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, this is the second covers album that he's doing. Origins Volume 2, I think it's called.
There's a called Colored.
Trouble Walking. Yeah, and this is the Record Store Day one that Adam's talking about. It's an album called Trouble Walking.
Oh, that's very cool. I picked up an Ace VHS, and I thought it was a fan club pressing. And so I reached out to Michael, and I said, "Hey, check this out. Do you have this?" He says, "No, I want it." And so, as much stuff as he has, it was great. But anyway, I watched it so I can make sure it plays okay before I put them on eBay. And the sound was incredible. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
And then the next day I watched Kiss My Ass.
Oh, yeah.
Bill G's team. I do remember you, Bill G. I remember your yeah. And I was like, I was thinking it was going to be like all the bands doing a tribute song for Kiss.
Yeah.
But it was Kiss, and I was like, the sound quality is horrible compared to the.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I watched that VHS Kiss My Ass.
Yeah, yeah. There's lots of stuff
Watched
on
a lot.
Willie is 87.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Willie. Cheers, Willie. Willie Nelson for president.
I'll drink to Willie. Yeah.
Willie Nelson for president. Where's my stickers? Am I out of them? I don't know. You've seen my sticker, Tom. Willie Nelson for president.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Love it.
Wow.
Love it.
Well, cool. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. It was really cool to hang out with everyone. Keep those comments coming. Oh, this is funny. So this is for Brian. It's going to pop up here any second now. Yeah, here we go. Ace is in the British band from the 70s, yacht rock band. Ace Frehley from Kiss. Yeah.
Yes.
Spaceman. Yeah.
Yes.
Willie
is the man. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah.
We need to wrap him in bubble wrap or something like that, and make sure nothing happens to him.
Yeah. Gosh, what's going to happen to that guitar? I mean,
that's funny. I heard that story where he tells where I think the IRS came and raided his home and took everything of value except for that guitar because it was all messed up. So they thought, oh, this guitar can't be worth anything. Little do they know that guitar, as soon as he passes, that's probably going to go for some big bucks on on some auction.
Well, I hope his son keeps it. I mean, that guitar is going to be like that guitar deserves a rest, and but I'm hoping that's going to be a long time from now. Bob Ross for POTUS. Go, Bob. This was fun. Looking forward to the next. Good night. Yeah. So safe, Fraley. Thank you. And Tom, with that said, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me, man. I love hanging out with you, and
my cup is
these are fun. Yeah. I'm gonna get a refill and maybe watch a movie.
Sounds like a plan. Well, thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining. I appreciate it. I'll be here tomorrow for Coffee and Vinyl, 8:30, I hope. And don't forget the contest, What's Wrong with This Picture. And then on Thursday nights, I've got a bike. And this Thursday night, me and my co-host will discuss Pink Floyd's soundtrack for the movie More.
Oh, good record.
Yeah. I bought an Epiphone Les Paul and Cherry Burst because of Ace. Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Still, by
Kimba, good seeing you.
Kimba. Thanks for stopping by, Kimba. Willie's guitar's name is Trigger. And then Trigger, yes. Yeah. And then Diane, thank you so much. Adventures in hello, Victoria. Cheers. Oh, we're wrapping it up, Victoria, but thanks for stopping by to say hello. Victoria does a morning show. 30.
Cheers.
And, if you get a chance, check out Victoria. Thanks for stopping by, Victoria. And fun. More late nights. Oh my gosh, I never get any sleep. Loose Will. All right, there you go. But hey, thank you everybody. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
Take care. Yep. Thank you.
Stay cool, and everybody.